Hey guys, Katie here. Today I want to talk about some sci-fi books that I have read recently. I thought I would combine two reviews into one because I have a lot of reviews to do. I'm really behind and I want to talk about these books because they were really good. The books that I'm talking about are The Rook by Daniel O'Malley and Binti by Nnedi Okorafor. We'll start first with The Rook. I picked this up because a friend recommended it to me, someone who used to have a booktube channel, and what I was looking for was a book about a woman doing things that were cool, and I think that The Rook definitely counts for that. The main character is a woman named Miffany Thomas, and she kind of wakes up with amnesia, not knowing where she is or who she is, and then she finds a letter in her pocket that explains who she is and gives her the choice to walk away or to pretend to be her old self and not tell anyone that she has amnesia, because then she could get into trouble because someone is trying to kill her. So it turns out that Miffany works for a supernatural spy agency just trying to keep things in line in England. And Miffany is kind of a higher up administrative person. She's quite important and people rely on her. But the big thing is that Miffany has kind of an intense power that she's never really cultivated because probably she's traumatized or something. And she kind of hides from that and hides from people. She's very quiet. They call her timid a lot. So overall, I thought this book was a fun and exciting read. It wasn't the most amazing thing I've ever read, but it was pretty good. At first, I really liked Miffany. I thought she was kind of a fun character. But then I started to get a little frustrated because new Miffany has some issues. And those issues are comparing herself to other women constantly, and trashing on her former self for being timid, for dressing plainly, for everything. And it's kind of like obnoxious after a while. I think that the writer maybe didn't do the best job of understanding women and how women interact with other women. And I'm not saying that other women don't compare themselves to each other, but this was like really intense. It got old, it got frustrating. And just overall, towards the end, I got really frustrated because the story started to drag a little. And then when I thought it was over, it wasn't over. And that was frustrating. So those are some things that bothered me about the book. On the other hand, like I said, it was exciting, it was fun. There are some really cool supernatural things happening in the book. And also it's kind of like Jason Bourne, if you're interested in that, like, I have amnesia, but I have to figure out what's going on thing. Like, that's totally happening, and it's super, super fun. If you like books like that and you can overlook the weird sort of misogynistic behavior of everyone in the book, and maybe some stereotyping of American black women, I don't know, then I definitely recommend it. It's a lot of fun. I think I'll keep reading, but we'll see how the next book goes. That was the first book. The second book I wanted to talk about was Binti by Nnedi Okorafor, which is about a young woman named Binti who has been accepted into a very prestigious university. It's a really big deal, and she's the first of her people to be accepted, and she wants to go, but her family doesn't want her to go. And of course she goes, and then all hell breaks loose before she even gets there. This is a novella, so it's a really, really quick read, but it really packs a punch. Like, a lot happens. It's very beautiful. Of course, Nnedi Okorafor is really amazing at creating entire cultures and entire worlds and making them seem like so real and so tangible. So even though, she's on like a spaceship and there are crazy aliens around and everything, her culture feels really human and realistic, and I think that makes it a really great and interesting sci-fi read. And like The Rook, having a female main character, especially one who becomes so empowered, was kind of great. Unfortunately, I don't have a ton to say about Binti because it's so short. Like most of Nnedi Okorafor's books, I think it's really important, a wonderful experience, and just overall a great read. And I highly recommend it, and I'm definitely looking forward to the new book that's coming out, I think in January. I really can't wait, and I think this has just convinced me more than ever to read all of Nnedi Okorafor's work. she's got a lot, and she is clearly incredible. Clearly. So if you're interested in a short sci-fi read about a cool lady who does awesome things, you should read Binti, but you probably already have. It's been out for a while. So that's all I have to say about those two books. I'm gonna go now. Let me know in the comments if you read these books and loved them, or if you would consider reading them. I did my best to keep out any spoilers, so I definitely hope that this helped you if you're thinking about it. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.